Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we've got some, I guess, kind of random stuff to go over. Just a few Greenlights and an M2, just some stuff that I have had sitting for a while and have been meaning to open, starting off with this 1967 Ford Mustang Coupe from Creed 2. This is part of the Greenlight Hollywood series, excuse me. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Series 35. This is relatively new. I think this just came out not long ago. So that's pretty cool. We've got a 1970 Chevy C60 truck with the Mr. Gasket graphics on there from M2. Another really cool one, interesting model. Usually if you'd see a C60, it would have like a dump truck body or some kind of utility body on it. So very cool to find one with just a regular pickup truck bed. Thought that was pretty interesting. We've got another Studebaker, just like in the, I think that was what, 2 videos ago? I had a pair of Studebaker Champions. This one's a 1953 Studebaker Commander from the same series. I'm going to say it right this time. It's La Carrera Panamericana. I kept saying La Carrera Panamerica in the last video. I had one of these, but it's La Carrera Panamericana. So this is from Series 2. I believe the other 2 Studebakers that I did were from Series 3. So, and they were also Studebaker Champions, not a Commander. Similar car though, very similar body style. And then lastly down here, I've got another Corvette. It's a 1972 BF Goodrich Chevy Corvette from the Detroit Speed Inc. This is from Series 1. I do have one other car from Series 1 of the Detroit Speed. It's this 1970 Chevy Camaro there. And I have all of Series 2 as well. And there's a video for that. So it's quite a few videos back. So maybe I'll just post a link for that in the description if I remember to. Hopefully I remember to. So let's get started off with our 1967 Ford Mustang from Creed 2. Now, unfortunately, I've never seen Creed 2, but I thought the Mustang was pretty cool looking, so figured why not. So let's get this guy opened up and out of the box. Alright, so here is our 67 Ford Mustang Coupe. Looks like, I believe that is a 390 under the hood there, making about 320 horsepower. So I am slowly starting to learn my Ford engines here. We do have a license plate on this casting as well. We can take a look at that real quick, if I can get it to focus. 463 PCE, it says. Very cool looking car. I like this a lot. I don't have too many. Let's see if we can get that hood closed. There we go. I don't think I have too many 60s model Mustangs. I think I only have no, I have about 4 other ones. But yeah, I like this one a lot. Again, with the you got to be careful with matte black. Matte black can end up looking kind of cheesy and cheap. But I think it looks pretty good with the white stripes on here. Really nice looking car. There's our nice little taillight details in there. And every time, I do it every time. There's our license plate again and the little Mustang emblem in the center of the trunk there. Yeah, really good looking car. Looks like some classic American racing wheels as you'd expect to see on a Mustang. Those are the torque thrust style wheels. Get a good look at them. There we go. Doesn't seem to have any badging or anything on the sides. Some hood pin details there. Nice little car. Not a Camaro, but you know, I still like it. So real quick, we will take a look at our card. This is part of the Hollywood series, like I said, Series 35. Relatively recent release. I've just started seeing these in stores. There, we've got 2 coaches, 2 fighters, 1 showdown. Couple pictures from the movie there, and then there is your 2022 Greenlight. Yeah, so it's a relatively recent release. Yeah, very good looking car. So we will get that one parked up. Let's take a look underneath real quick. I always forget to. Yes, we do have year, make, and model under this one for a 1967 Ford Mustang. Yep. So we'll get that guy parked up, and we will start opening up this M2 C60. I am really excited about this. I've had this for a little while now, and I've been waiting to open it up. So, been quite anxious to get my hands on this one. Alright, so here's our 1970 Chevy C60. This is, I guess, just a pickup truck. One thing I did want to show off real quick is the cool thing about M2 is most, if not all, of their castings are screwed onto the base, and the cabin bed are also always separate. So with the removal of just 2 screws, you can actually take the entire bed section off. And if you have some other kind of maybe another M2 casting of a C60 with a different bed option, you might be able to swap it on and off. So just 2 little screws right here. I was able to pull them out of the bed and pull that off, so you could swap it out for maybe like a flat bed or something. And it looks fully legit too. It looks like an actual frame underneath there. So even if you wanted to just display it with, you know, with just the bed off, it would still look like a kind of a tractor trailer cab. Also gives you a really good look at the dually axle under there. Very, very neat. Even as far as going to detail the back of the cab here. So even if you never take the bed off, there's a detail there that you would never even see. So that's pretty neat. We'll get the bed stuck back on there. Yeah, really good looking truck. I like this a lot. The Mr. Gasket. We've seen quite a lot of Mr. Gasket themed vehicles, but I don't mind that. They're certainly a very cool series of vehicles. Very nice truck. I like this a lot. Absolutely love that it comes with a pickup truck bed. I might end up, I have a couple other M2 pickup trucks, so I might end up playing around with those and taking the beds off of them and stuff like that. So who knows, maybe I'll make some kind of hybrid pickup truck creation. Very, very cool looking truck though. I like this a lot. So the C60, if I'm not mistaken, should have a 366 gas V8 under the hood, or I know there was a pretty large diesel inline 6 option as well for them, but you know, just a big workhorse truck. Not exactly a sports or a fast vehicle by any means, but still very cool. Nice Chevrolet lettering across the tailgate there. License plate says 1970. So real quick, I will show you what it looks like underneath. We do have, so if I were to take this screw out here, I would be able to remove the cab as well, which is pretty interesting. So you could swap all kinds of stuff onto this frame actually. But there's the 2 holes for the to put the bed back on, and then we do have 1970 Chevy truck used under license. Yeah, another one, 2022. So I wonder, this is a relatively new release from M2 as well. So some pretty new stuff for today's video. So real quick, I'm going to get the bed screwed back onto this truck while we open up the 53 Studebaker Commander. So bear with me a second here. Okay, so here is our 1953 Studebaker. This is the Commander. So this would have a 232 cubic inch V8 under the hood. I believe 180 horsepower, I want to say. That sounds about right. Again, not really, you know, lightning fast, but for its time, it was certainly no slouch. Really good looking model here. Again, it does have the wheels that I like, as opposed to the other two. I do have the other two Studebaker Champions over here pulled out, so we can focus on them real quick. There they are. So that was from about 2 videos ago. And so here is for tonight's video, the 53 Commander. Little bit different, so I guess we could do a quick comparison of the, this is the other 1953. Just some minor differences in the trim in the front end. Essentially the same car, although this had B-pillars, whereas this was... this did not have a B-pillar. There's a special word for that, but I can't think of what it is. But just some minor differences with this. And then 1954 does have a B-pillar. So very cool little car, though. Another Studebaker for the collection. There's we've got a little Mexican and American flag on the trunk there, and then if we can make that out. I know there's Studebaker is the badge there. We don't have a license plate on here. The Silver Fox, there you go. That's what it said. And then across the roof, we're going to say it right this time. It's La Carrera Panamericana, not La Carrera Pan America, like I was saying in the previous video. Some different sponsorships on the side there. Yeah, very cool little car. Definitely like this one a lot. So we'll take a real quick look at the card. Again, basically some of the same cars. There, you know what, let's move these back so we can put that one right there. The same card artwork, and then on the back, this series being series number 2. Basically the same cars. You've got a Studebaker Commander, Studebaker Champion, 53 Studebaker Commander, 65 Shelby GT350, the 72 Datsun 510, and the classic Volkswagen Beetle. So real quick, if I can dig up, this is series number 3. You've got 2 Studebaker Champions, a GT350, Datsun 260Z, so that's a little different, and then 2 more classic Volkswagen Beetles. So, although slightly different, pretty much, or some very similar cars across those 2 series there. So, I don't seem to see too many of these in stores. If I do see any of the GT350s, I'll definitely grab one of them. The Shelbys, they do sound pretty cool. But I certainly like the Studebakers a lot as well. Very nice looking car. The Silver Fox. So we'll take a quick look underneath as well, just to confirm that, yes, it does say 1953 Studebaker Commander underneath. So we'll get that parked up with over here with the rest of the Studebakers. And we will get into our last car for today's video, the 1972 BF Goodrich Chevy Corvette. One thing I do want to say right off the bat, I don't know what this looks like for you guys on camera, but at least for me, it looks like it's orange, white, and blue. And the BF Goodrich lettering looks orange as well. I don't know, it doesn't look very red. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So let's get it opened up anyway, and out of the box and on the lift. All right, so here is our 1972 Chevy Corvette with the Detroit Speed Inc. and BF Goodrich graphics on it. There is our Detroit Speed Inc. license plate to confirm there. Under the hood, we should have an LS5 454 cubic inch V8, not LS as in the fourth or third, what are they? Fourth, and fifth generation LS motors, but the early 1970s there was also a designation of LS5 for the 454 cubic inch big block V8s. By 1972, I think they were rating them at net horsepower and not gross horsepower. So if you look it up online, I think it says about 270 horsepower, but I think they made a little over 300 at the back of the crank. So this was when the emission stuff was starting to kick in. So you are starting to see the horsepower numbers drop off. You know, the 1970 and 71 Chevelles with the 454 big block were producing, you know, upwards of 450 horsepower, where by 1972 you were seeing stuff under 300 horsepower from the big block. So a little bit just starting to get into the disappointing era of the American muscle car period there. Paint on this thing is a little rough, I must say. It is a Greenlight, but you know, there's a little chip on the back left fender there, and then the spot where the hood opens up is a little nasty looking. But it is what it is. I'm sure this has been in the box for quite a while now. Being this is Series 1 of the Detroit Speed Inc. Series 1, I believe, came out in 2020. So I only have one other car, like I said, from this series, being the 1970 Chevy Camaro. This is the 1970 Chevy Camaro test car right there, and then the 72 BF Goodrich Chevy Corvette. So there's the two cars that I have from this series, and I'll go ahead and give a quick read on this guy. It says, Detroit Speed Inc. provides automotive components and systems that deliver late model vehicle ride. Here we go. Sorry, I had a text pop up. Late model vehicle ride and handling expected from a world-class OEM. Detroit Speed Inc. has developed its own line of products that have been through extensive engineering, analysis, testing, and development to assure customers receive the highest quality performance parts with eye appeal. Along with an extensive line of suspension products, Detroit Speed Inc. has built an industry reputation for building some of the finest resto-mod muscle cars and hot rods. These cars range from Camaros to Mustangs and everything in between. So we have heard that little spiel a few times before, but this is the rest of the cars in Series 1. There's a 66 Mustang test car, an 84 Monte Carlo test car. That sounds cool. Moe's 69 Dodge Charger Mayhem. Stuart Adams 69 Chevy Camaro Tux, and then the 70 Camaro and 72 Corvette there. So very cool looking car. I do like it a lot. This is a third generation Corvette, like we learned about in our last video. This is a bit of an earlier model than the late 80s one that I had in that video. So very good looking car. I'm not super crazy about those rims, and I wish the red, white, and blue on here was actually red instead of orange. Like, even the taillights are a bit more red than the rest of the car here. But either way, still a very, very good looking car. I do like it a lot. It's even got little T-top details in there. Pretty cool. So, why don't we get all of our new cars from today's video, and we'll get them into the parking garage and go over them one more time. So we'll get that over here for now. Alright, so here is our 67 Ford Mustang with the 390. I believe it's a 390 in there. Our 1970 Chevy C60 pickup truck. Very cool. I think that one might be my favorite for this video. The 1953 Studebaker Commander. And the 1972 Chevy Corvette. Let me see if I can get a better angle on. Here we go. That looks way better, doesn't it? I think we'll film these from this point of view from now on. There we go. Nice focus shot on the Mr. Gasket truck there. So that is our 4 newest additions to the collection today. Make sure, if you enjoyed today's video, to leave a comment, leave a like, tell me which car was your favorite. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me, and I will see you in the next video.